Okay, now that we've sort of looked at some of the basic links over here in the basic interface, let's go ahead and do a few things that are kind of important, especially if you're using this maybe for a class, or if you're giving this to your students to use for a class, things you might want to tell them about. Of course, one is appearance. They can change the appearance of the blog. Another thing a lot of instructors have asked me about is privacy. And now if you go down to the settings area, you can see there's a link called privacy. And if you click on that, it will bring a dialog area up any second now. It will. I'll click it again. There we go. It defaults at allow search engines to index this site. So that means search engines could find it, cache it, and index it. It could show up on Google. You can ask them not to index this site. No, neither of these options block access to your site. It is up to search engines to honor your request. So you could click this, and a search engine out there, who knows what kind, maybe not Google, maybe some other search engine, could find it and it could get out there. Let's say you want this so no one can see it. You click that guy right there. I would like my site to be private, visible only to users I choose. So doing that, and then of course clicking save, that's very important. If you don't click save, guess what? It won't save it. You at that point can now allow invited users to see the blog. So you could click on this link and you could send an email out to the people that you want to invite, and they would send something back and say, yes, I do, and then it would show up down here that they're invited to see your blog. So if you were doing a class and all the students needed to see, the different blogs in the class, you'd make sure that they had the email addresses so they could send around and make sure that they were visible to everyone. And you can also give them different roles, but you just have them as a viewer. And you type in, you could paste in a string of all the people in the class and then send an invitation, and they would click yes, I want to be a part of your site, and then they would be added. Again, important thing to do if you want anyone to see this. If you don't care that it's public, you can just leave this checked, allow search engines to index the site, and then anyone could get at it from that link. So that's a pretty easy little way to sort of make your site private. Now let's do the next thing you would probably do, of course, and that would be to post something. So again, we're going to post. All content is added to WordPress through posts that show up in reverse chronological order. Now here's the basic one they put in there. I usually just go ahead and trash that. And now it's pretty easy to create a new post. You just literally say add new. You type something up here. This is my first post. And you can then go ahead and hit publish. Now let's put a little thing in here. Nice. Hit publish. It gives you this little guy here. We'll close that. And now if you see my site, it says, this is my first post. Nice. And you can leave, someone can leave a reply or a comment. A lot of times instructors will want to have students going back and commenting on other students' sites as part of the assessment process. You can turn this off, and we can look at that right now. If we go now over to dashboard, settings, and then discussion, you can turn off comments. Okay, so you can just say no comments. If you uncheck most of these, then it'll just turn off all comments and no one can comment on the site. Or you can have it sent so that where if they do comment, it doesn't go on the blog unless you can look at it and approve it. I'll do that a lot. I want to see comments, but sometimes you can get comments that maybe aren't very helpful, or maybe it could be a little bit of spam that creeped through. You could look at it and moderate it and then turn it off. But just by going to posts, you can easily create a post and it show up on your blog. Next video I'm going to look at how to do categories for better organization and adding images.